A few months ago, I made a video titled How I Became one of the top YOIMIYA mains in the world. And in that video, I finally, after years of farming for her, managed to get my YOIMIYA into the top 100 on Akasha. To be precise, she was ranked 57, which put her into the top 0.02% of YOIMIYAs. Pretty insane, right? But in the half year since then, my YOIMIYA has constantly fallen lower and lower and lower down the leaderboards, and now she's almost out of the top 100. And I can't have that. I really want her to stay in the top 100, but farming more artifacts for her is pretty much pointless, because the ones she has are already so good that it's just insanely hard to get an upgrade. So what I did over the past couple months, instead of just farming her domain over and over again, is reroll her sands, which has the lowest roll value out of her artifacts. Basically, ever since the reroll feathers were added to the game, I've used every single one I got on that one artifact, and yet it never resulted in an upgrade. But today, I have a feeling it's gonna be different. Today, I'm gonna reroll this once again, and then we'll see if I can actually defend my top 100 spot, or if it is a lost cause. Let's go. Okay, here we are in game, so let's not waste any time and reroll this artifact. And yeah, why exactly this? Well, I already mentioned that it has the lowest roll value out of my YOIMIYA's artifacts, but it's also just the fact that it has 4 perfect substats, the exact substats you want on an attack stance for YOIMIYA, and it started with all 4 of them, so we get 5 rolls out of this artifact, which just makes it perfect to reroll. And this time I actually have enough feathers for 2 rerolls, because you need 2 per reroll, of course, so 4 feathers means 2 rerolls, so even if the first one is not good, then we still have a second chance. And yeah, by now I've rerolled this, I think, like 5 or 6 times. The first 2 times were on video, and then the other times I also recorded, but didn't upload them because, yeah, well, it wasn't an upgrade. But today, come on, with 2 rerolls, there's a decent chance, right? And I think one of them actually has 3 guaranteed rolls into the stats we choose, which of course are gonna be crit rate and crit damage. And what I want here is 2 crit rate rolls, like we already have, but then 3 crit damage rolls. I don't want any more crit rate than the 8.9% here, because if we take a look at my crit rate and crit damage, I'm already at 100%. So we don't want too many crit rate rolls, because then we would just over crit and the build would actually not be better than it is, even if you get like 5 crit rate rolls. That would actually be a downgrade, believe it or not. So yeah, we need just mainly crit damage, and like 1 or 2 crit rate rolls would be fine as well. Let's hope that this is actually gonna be an upgrade finally. Here we go. Come on, game. Just please. My YOIMIYA is so close to falling out of top 100. I need this to roll really well. And also it has to be high rolls, not low rolls. Let's just do this. Okay, come on. Already... Yeah, no, that's not an upgrade. We got more crit rate than we need and a very low roll on crit damage. And yeah, of course, EM and attack. I mean, the EM and attack was way higher than the ones we have here, but it's definitely not worth keeping the reshaped result. So I guess we have to do it again. And this time we only have 2 guaranteed rolls. We have to do some more rerolls before we actually get to the guarantee again with more than just 2. Next time it's actually 4 rolls. I hope I don't have to go all the way there just to get an upgrade on this artifact. Just right here. And yeah, crit rate, crit damage are still selected, right? Yeah, okay. So let's just do it again. Come on. Yes? No, no, no! Why? Oh, come on! Every single time! This artifact just doesn't wanna roll into crit damage! And when it does, it's low rolls. I'm so freaking mad at this. And my YOIMIYA is ranked 98 now. 98, she's gonna fall out in a few days. Fall out of the top 100, I mean. Ah, that was my chance. Now it's gonna take a few weeks again before I get enough feathers to do this again. And by that time, she's definitely gonna be out of the top 100. Damn it. Actually, aren't there reroll feathers in the secret vaults in Notcry? I haven't opened those yet, so if I just go do some exploring, open some chests, hope that I get some of these, what are they called in Notcry actually? How many do I have? These things here, Evermoon Seals. I need 3 per region of Notcry. And yeah, there are 3 different types. 1 for Lempo Isle, 1 for Paha Isle, and 1 for Hisi Island. So if I just you know, get a third one here and then 2 more for one of these, then there would be 2 more reroll feathers, right? That I could get right now. I wanted to do this at some point anyway, and now I kinda have to, because the rerolls were ass. Man, I really thought with 2 rerolls in a row, and one of them having guaranteed 3 rolls into crit, that it would finally be good, but like, everything except the guaranteed rolls always goes into flat attack or EM. And I mean, yeah, EM is fine for her, but crit is really the main thing I want. It's just not a single crit roll outside of the guaranteed rolls, like, come on. It's a 50% chance on every roll to get a crit roll because they're 2 crit stats. It really shouldn't be that hard. I really shouldn't have to reroll this artifact like 10 times to get an upgrade on this. It's not that, like, it's only 500 roll value. It shouldn't be that hard to upgrade. Anyway, I'm just gonna go explore now. So, yeah, I see you when I have those 2 feathers that I need for the next reroll. There we go. It took way too long to get the 3 seals for this chamber. I'm gonna collect the artifacts after. I just wanna do those rerolls now. Because, yeah, it took, like I said, way too long. Where's YOIMIYA? There's YOIMIYA. I had to go through some lengthy world quests just to get those stupid Evermoon seals. Just to get one more reroll that's not gonna be an upgrade anyway. Yeah, well, let's just do it. Here we go. And yeah, flat attack. Yeah. Wow, we got the exact same crit rate. No crit damage. I hate this game. I hate this game so much. But next up, we have the guarantee for 4 enhancements in the desired stats. And it's gonna be all crit rate probably. Because the game never gives me crit damage on this artifact. And then I'm gonna be overcapping on crit. And it's gonna be technically an upgrade, but not really. I already know what's gonna happen here. But I'm gonna try it anyway. But not today. Not today. There's one more feather I can get from Evermoon Seals, but that's obviously not enough, so I guess I'll have to wait until next update. Which, you know, is in just a few days. But then Stygian Onslaught doesn't start until like a week later, right? So yeah, it's gonna be a while before I can get another feather. Okay, so everything you just saw was recorded a month ago, still in version Luna 1, and I actually recorded another part of this video a few weeks later, when the new Stygian Onslaught was released in Luna 2, and I got 2 more feathers from that, and then I did that big reroll with 4 guaranteed crit rolls. But why am I telling you about this instead of showing you? Well, that's because the footage is gone. I don't know where it went, but I can't find it. It's not where my recordings are usually saved, so either I deleted it by accident at some point during the last week, or I forgot to hit record and didn't even realize. I really don't know, but I've been searching for like an hour and it doesn't exist anymore. The file is gone for some reason. Now, luckily, it wasn't actually an upgrade, just too much crit rate again, only 1 low roll into crit damage and 1 into EM, so pretty much the same as the previous rolls in this video. So while I was really mad at the time, I now am kinda glad that it wasn't an upgrade, now that the footage is gone, because if it had been the big upgrade that I've been trying to get for months, then it would have been even more painful losing the footage of that. But yeah, after that failed reroll, I opened the last Vault in Notcry, which was still on the same day, so that's also part of the lost footage. And then I waited for another week to get the feather from the Battle Pass, which happened today, and I didn't lose the footage of that at least. So yeah, that's where the video is gonna continue now, with one final reroll. Enjoy. Okay, here we go. This is the last feather I can get for a while. So one last reroll for this video. Is this gonna be the one? I mean, I even went to Inazuma to Naganohara Fireworks, standing next to her father as YOIMIYA. If this doesn't bring me luck, then I don't know what will, but yeah, let's just see. We are back down to getting only 2 guaranteed rolls now, so this is probably not gonna be an upgrade again, but yeah, let's just do this. This is gonna be the last one for this video. I was gonna title it something like defending my top 100 YOIMIYA spot, but it's probably gonna be more like trying to defend my top 100 spot and failing, but yeah, let's just see how this goes. Without further ado, let's be disappointed one more time. Yeah, there we go. Too much crit rate again, not enough crit damage. It's always the same. Always the same. Hey, but at least we got 2 more EM and 2 more flat attack. That's gonna make a huge difference. Yeah, no, of course I'm keeping this one. Yeah, well, that was to be expected. I wasn't even really getting my hopes up for this last reroll. Not anymore, not after the fails. How many does it take to get all the way over here? Like 9 rerolls? Not a single one of them was good. How am I this unlucky with artifacts? Like, I sometimes see posts of people who haven't even been playing that long and who are like, oh, I already have like 5 characters in top 1%. And I'm like, sitting here as someone who's been playing since 1.0 with, yes, I do have some characters in top 1% on Akasha, but like, only a few. Only like a handful. After 5 years. Because my artifact luck is that bad. It took so long to even get YOIMIYA there, even though I got her on a very first banner and I've been farming for her so much. I mean, just look at how many Shiminawa artifacts I have. Look at it. So many from years of farming for YOIMIYA. And yes, she is really, really good now. She's one of the best YOIMIYAs in the world. But, like, come on. Why can't I get a little bit lucky again now at the end here? Just to solidify the top 100 spot. I just need this artifact to roll all into crit, that's all I need, and then she's never gonna fall out of the top 100 again. But yeah, I guess it wasn't meant to be. Anyway, let's just check on Akasha now, where she actually stands, if she's now fallen out of the top 100. She probably has, let's be real. Yeah, 104 out of 299k. It's official now, my YOIMIYA is not in top 100 anymore. Man, that hurts. Even the freaking 4 guaranteed crit rolls were not enough. This game just hates me sometimes. It really does. But yeah, it is what it is. I failed. I really wanted this video to end on a more positive note, but it's gonna be a while before I can get more reroll feathers. And it's gonna be just 2 guaranteed stats again. So yeah, I'm just gonna end this video here. An attempt was made, but it wasn't enough. I hope you still enjoyed it anyway. If you did, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Genshin Impact and other gacha content. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.